The minor and you above age, it would be seen as
Statutory rape.
statutory rape. Sorry, yeah, thank you. So that's already wrong, right?
Yes.
So that little girl needs support to understand that her little one in her tummy needs protection as much as she does. So
Do you know what pregnancy and birth does to a child's body?
yeah, so then she gets healthcare to make sure that she doesn't get harmed from the pregnancy or birth. So what we're trying to say is that sin, because this is a sin issue, then it's a human rights issue before it's a political issue. So sin doesn't help sin. So if she was raped and that was committed against her, what doesn't make it right is her committing the sin of child sacrifice. All right, so it's mandated where she would need to be given support and love and care, so that and after birth, as long as she hasn't committed the sin of murder, she's not judged in the sense of if she wants to give that child up for adoption, fine, right? If she wants to keep that child, fine. And then you would think that because she's so young, her family would say, well, we are going to raise this child, and you always hope for the best. So
Yeah,
But
I mean, these are all quite idealistic circumstances that you're hoping and praying for, which I hope and pray for as well.
but the reality is, it is wrong to murder innocent human beings.
Yeah, I suppose. I suppose if I look at it biblically, in my understanding,
Yeah.
God says that life begins at first breath. That's
No, he
it.
doesn't.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. My understanding.
So you're taking that from Genesis on Adam?
I don't know.
Or so people reference the Adam story,
Okay.
where they'll say Adam was given life by God breathing life into Adam.
Okay.
However, Adam was not birthed from the womb. He was molded from the dirt.
Okay.
He was molded from earth. So he was conceived of God shaping him from the earth,
Okay.
which is not how anyone else was conceived or birthed, right? So Adam,
Hello, Soaps. How are you? How are you? Good, thank you. Nice to see you. Yeah.
so life from first breath is not actually supported in terms of human beings being birthed from other human beings.
Okay.
It is, the Bible recognizes life at conception actually because of the story of Jesus, which is one of many examples. So was Jesus fully Jesus in the womb?
I suppose so, yes.
So when the angel of the Lord came down to Mary and asked her, not so much asked her, but told her, this is what's going to happen. You are going to be, this child will be conceived in your womb by the Holy Spirit. His name will be Jesus. Mary had a choice, of course, so she could say yes or no, but that's before conception, right? So it wasn't so much that, just to argue this point, a lot of people say Mary was given a choice, but it wasn't after conception. Okay, so just to be clear on that. So she said, yes, I'm the Lord's humble servant. What let his will be done. Let the Lord's will be done. Jesus was then conceived. So he was recognized from conception as being Jesus. All right. So, and then of course we go through Mary's pregnancy. Mary visits her sister Elizabeth. John the Baptist is in Mary's belly at the time. John leaps for joy at the sight of Jesus in the womb. So we're recognizing life in the womb in the sense of the Bible does conceive that. The Bible does note Jesus was fully Jesus from conception. And as followers of Christ, to say that we would then be a pro-choice Christian is a contradiction then on the term Christian and pro-choice. How can you be a pro-choice Christian when Jesus himself was recognized from conception?
Yeah, I suppose. Hello, Bert. I'm good. How are you?
Deep in thought there.
Yeah, I mean, I would rather think about it properly.
Yeah. Just to show you an example. Sorry, did you have a point? I don't want to interrupt you.
I do have a point. I'm digesting what you're saying, I suppose.
Yeah.
Child should ever be
So yeah, no child should ever be punished for the sins of the father. So a rapist is a coward who is selfish and thrives on dominance and control. Why should anyone else have to pay the price of death because he's committed a sin? So rapists are the ones who should be put to death.
Yeah.
We don't have the death penalty in South Africa. That's an injustice. So people are like, how can you be we're not necessarily pro-life, we're abolitionists of abortion. So the difference between a pro-life, I don't know if you note any differences or if you heard of abolitionists before.
I mean, I can understand the concept.
So abolitionists are like immediate. So we like abortion is to be abolished immediately, no compromise. All right. So in the sense of, and pro-lifers are like, well, we need to work our way towards abolishing abortion step by step in terms of let's bring the bar closer towards conception.
Yeah.
Which is wrong because you're then making allowances for saying, well, you're basically saying these kids cannot be killed, let's say in third trimester, but then first and second trimester babies, oh, that's fair game.
I don't think that any woman who is aborting their baby in the second or third trimester is doing that
Maliciously or whatever.
or for fun and games. I think that's probably one of the most traumatic experiences that a woman or a family has to make.
Well, if it's traumatic, why should she be allowed to do it then?
Well, I mean, I think the majority of those third and second trimester abortions are because of medical issues, because the life of the mother is in danger or the life of the baby is in danger.
But then you give birth to the baby. You don't have to kill the baby to save the mother's life. You simply
Well, no, I think
say
that
to give birth.
It's all completely unique circumstance.
Sure.
Depending on where your health is at.
Yeah. Sorry, if I can interject, Kyle. I don't know if you ever saw the process of abortion or if you've heard anything from people who do abortions.
I think, yes, I have had friends who've had abortions, and their experience was quite mild because all of them were doing it at the very beginning phase of pregnancy.
So they just take a pill.
I think, yes.
Yeah.
Those late stage abortions, I do think that they are used as a little bit of a propaganda tool, and I don't think that they happen as often as this cause would like people to think. And I don't think that people are doing them willy-nilly because they just decided, you know what, today I would really like to rip a baby piece by piece out of our womb. I just think that, yeah, it's tricky when religion is involved in it because we can't all put your one law on everybody else's.
But it's about objective morals for objective wrongs. So you're saying that murder's wrong because we're all image bearers of God. So we're all created in God's image.
Yeah.
So that means that we all have objective value.
So let's say somebody's lived their life to term, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's me. I'm Sarah Heron. I exist. Something terrible happens to me. I'm in an accident.
Yeah.
I'm brain dead.
Yeah.
There is no consciousness left there for me.
Yeah.
Must I stay on life support until my body dies naturally, or am I allowed, or is taking me off life support now murder?
No, because I didn't kill you by taking you off life support. It's the car accident that put you on life support. So it's the car accident that actually killed you. So what happened was you were in a car accident. Now you have faced a life-threatening situation via the car accident. You are now on life support. What that means is we're trying to sustain your life so that you can pull through, but we're not the ones that put you there. So I did not intentionally walk up to you and try to kill you.
But the life support would keep her alive.
Yeah, sure.
And taking her off would kill her, so it's still...
Taking her off would accumulate in the fact that it was the car accident that killed her. The life support is sustaining her life artificially.
In the same way that it would be the rapist who made the baby.
What do you mean?
You know, if you want to like draw parallels between what has caused this situation.
Yeah, so the rapist had intent to rape the mother for his own selfish desires. All right. So your car accident, though, you didn't. What do you mean? Because there's intent behind a rapist.
Yeah,
and
maybe there isn't a parallel. But,
so like you didn't intend to have a car accident.
yeah.
Okay. So how it would be murder is, let's say this hypothetical of I tried to kill you. Let's say my name's Kyle. So Kyle, tried to run you over. And that's a car accident. So I'm feigning it's a car accident. I had intent though. Murder's about intent. So I've intended to kill you. You don't die though, because maybe, you survived from, you're in the hospital now you're on life support. And I've intended to kill you. I haven't been successful. Now, by some miracle, I have authority over your body. Like, let's say I'm your brother or your husband or whatever it is. I now have written that should you be in a situation where you're on life support, I can pull the plug. I've already intended to kill you. I haven't killed you initially by the car accident, but when I pull the plug, I've successfully committed murder because the intentions were there. So that's what murder is about. Murder is about malice aforethought to intentionally murder an innocent human being. And I say innocent because, of course, death penalty is about justice. So people are like, how can you be for the lives of preborn human beings, but then be for death penalty at the same time?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. It's about human value and whether you forego your value by committing atrocities against other people who have value. Death penalty is about affirming the value of human life. And we don't have that in South Africa. All right, but that's a separate kind of law issue.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people are like, well, are you for the death penalty? And I say, yes, absolutely. So yeah, murder is about intent. Like, people also ask, like, if you, in the same kind of scenario, if you needed an organ, if you need a kidney transplant and you're on life support and I deny giving you my kidneys, have I murdered you? Like, no, of course not, because I have rights to keep my kidneys. And then they compare that to abortion and they say, well, the child needs sustenance from the mother to grow. So they then say, well, because she's denying that sustenance to the baby, that's not murder. That's just the baby not, they call it a parasite, not thriving off the mother. However, again, what puts you in the bed needing kidneys is whatever the kidney disease was, whatever it was. I didn't intend for you to be in that bed. I don't want you to have kidney disease. Your kidneys did not fail because I perhaps injured your kidneys. So therefore, I did not murder you. If I do not give my kidneys to you, you are dying of kidney disease.
Yeah, okay. I mean, if it's what's been put on your heart, I suppose that's what's been put on your heart as your mission on this world, this earth. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate this. This is exactly what we're looking for, is just to talk to people, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
Personally, I can see a clipboard that maybe you're hoping for some signatures.
Yeah. Because this is about law. Yeah. So.
No, I mean, it won't be coming from me, but yeah, something to chew on, I suppose.
Oh, I'm glad. I hope it does, work something in you. That's fine. I am on YouTube and Instagram if you guys want to check me out. We both we do these kind of things in public, and then.
Do you guys do any outreach with children and women?
Yeah, we speak to a couple of children's homes. We do there was a baby saver march a couple of months back, and then it's not that that's a standard for talking against abortion though.
No, it's not.
Because it's
to be supporting children
of
that
course.
are actually alive.
No,
Yeah.
no, they're alive from conception. That's what we're saying.
Okay.
So this child is a living human being.
Sure.
So that's about 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks. This is 10.